Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys heard about the story coming out of Vegas, but this story literally sounds like it came out of an episode of Grand Theft Auto, GTA. This is absolutely insane. It is uncalled for, but I want to point something out to you guys about this particular story because it involves a mom, a dad, and some stupid choices and some stupid emotions. The person who is going to be the subject mainly here is going to be the mom, because she was the one who had possession of this baby boy. That's the mom on the right-hand side. A Las Vegas woman crashed her car while driving intoxicated. And let's put that in quotation marks. Driving her car intoxicated at high speeds. She was intoxicated and she crashed her car and killed her 1-year-old son. Now, that already is sad in itself, but I'm going to point something else that some people might not have caught. What about the person who was hit in the other car? Y'all saw that fiery crash right there, right? You see the fire right there in that picture. What if that would have been a car, the innocent other car that got hit? What if that would have been a car full of kids? Full of a family. There's more people that could have been killed in this. They could have hit innocent people. They could have hit anybody. They could have hit your parents. They could have hit somebody in your family. I want y'all to think about that, because drinking and driving is a very serious thing. We have moms against drunk drivers. We have fathers who are out there advocating against drunk drivers. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been affected by a drunk driver, but I can tell you that it elicits some very deep emotions, and a lot of people get pissed off about people who are irresponsible. Okay? I want to throw that out there. Now, the subject here is this mother. Let me get her face up on this screen. That's a beautiful baby boy, too. Let me get her a solo shot. Let me see if I can find a solo shot of her. This woman right here, her name is Lauren Prescia. Prescia, 23 years old. Old enough to know better. Don't tell me, oh, she was young, she didn't know better. Don't tell me no bull crap like that. As I remember when I was 23, I remember when I was 21. I remember when I was 18. I'm sorry, but the laws hold you accountable once you cross that threshold of being grown. They hold us all accountable. Okay? 23 years old is she grown. That's what it is. Lauren Prescia is 23 years old and was charged with a DUI resulting in death, felony reckless driving, and abuse and neglect or endangerment of a child due to the fatal car accident. And that's according to the news. Hashtag not my words. Okay? Here's what you guys need to know about this story. That is a beautiful baby boy. God, he just did not stand a chance with two stupid parents. And if y'all want to know why I call both parents stupid, I don't know if y'all saw the father's interview, but I actually started to feel bad for the father. But I kind of changed my stance on that. This little boy's name that you see on my screen, his name is Royce Jones. He was 1 year old. 1 year old. Here's what y'all need to know about this story. The mother, Lauren Prescia, was meeting with her son's father. Let me see if I can get the father's face on the screen right here. And guess the father was arrested as well. The father's on the right-hand side. His name is Cameron Hubbard-Jones. And she was meeting him to exchange custody of the child on July the 12th. And Lauren Prescia, the mother, made a bet with him. This woman made a bet with the father, Cameron Jones, that she could beat him home around 7:30 p.m. They made a stupid racing bet that she would beat him home. Now, one thing I'm curious about is, do they live together? Did they live in separate places? Why was she drunk, meeting up with custody to get her kid back? And even if you did beat him home, like, I'm just like, I don't understand the rationale of stupid people. Please, if somebody understands that, Post it in the chat and tell me if that makes any kind of sense at all. Where is the logic in that? I have no idea. Shout out to Tommy, by the way. I love saying logic. I really do. Because this makes absolutely no cotton picking sense. The two of them raced each other in their cars, in their vehicles. They were racing, and we actually have video footage. Do y'all want to see the video footage? If y'all do, let me know if y'all want to see it in the chat. They were acting like kids, like teenagers. And even if, but you know what? I can't even say that. Because even teenagers at age 15 and 16, when they start driving, a lot of teenagers know that this shit is stupid and that you shouldn't do it. And most teenagers, not all, but most teenagers have better sense than these two grown ass people. Hello? Hello. GTA logic, thank you. We're going to call her the GTA mom, the Grand Theft Auto mom, and this stupid ass dad who looked like he was slapped in the face with some sandpaper or he was blasted with some freaking rubber bullets in the face. What is all that crap on his... Let's go back. What is all that crap on his face? This dude looked like he's 62 years old. I'm sorry, but that is just... I have one word for that. I have one word for this dad. Groom yourself. Groom. Groom. Please. Lord have mercy. These two idiots were betting each other that she could beat him home, and the mother, who was driving a 2020 Hyundai Sonata, a brand new freaking car, she hit a 2011 Nissan Sentra, which is the smaller version of the Altima. It's a small car. And she hit that car at an intersection at damn near 121 miles an hour. I'm going to point something out to you guys real quick. Do some research. And they have actually done crash studies that prove that if two cars were to hit each other at 30 miles an hour, that impact at 30 miles an hour, at 30 miles an hour, could kill a person at impact. At that kind of impact, it could kill a person. So what do you think somebody driving at 369, 4 times that speed, what do you think that would do to a person? What do you think that do to a car? How can you control a car at 121 goddamn miles an hour? Let me point something out also to you guys. Some of y'all might know this. If you're a channel member, then you might know this, because I share more information with y'all when the stream is offline than I do with people who are not channel members, just because that's a perk of you guys' benefits to get to know me a little bit better. Some people that know me know that I actually do some drag racing for fun. It's not safe. It's a very dangerous thing to do, but it's something I enjoy doing. I do it in a controlled environment, and you try to be as safe as you can. I wear a helmet, I wear gear, I wear leathers. We have lots of protection. We have ambulance crews on deck. We have trailers. We have so much stuff that we do to try to prepare in case something goes wrong. Throwing that out there. And in some cases, I don't even get as fast as they were going, and I'm at the drag strip. That's the 8th mile, by the way, so don't laugh at my time. That's the 8th mile. Not the quarter mile, that's a different story. I can get faster than that. In the 8th mile, that's considered to be smokingly fast in the 8th mile. And they were driving this in an area, I believe the speed limit was like 40 miles an hour, if I'm not mistaken. This story took place in Las Vegas. We are live. I can see y'all in the chat. Make sure y'all click that thumbs up. I can see what you guys are typing. So to answer your question, this happened in Las Vegas. The mother was driving at 121 freaking miles per hour just 2.5 seconds before she hit the other car. So that means she tried to slam on the brakes. And at 121 miles an hour, I'm sorry, There is hardly no vehicle that can stop on a dime at 121 miles an hour. Matter of fact, let's just say there's nothing that can stop anything at 121 miles an hour. Whatever you hit, it's going to die. Period. Just know that. The extreme speeds and driving behaviors were indicative of the speed contest between the two parents. It ain't just her, it was both of these stupid ass parents. But more so on the mom, because the mom had the kid in the car. The mom's maternal instincts did not kick in, and the mom did not think in her mind, in her soul, in her spirit, oh, I have a baby in the car. I have my child, my legacy. The kid who I would protect and give my life for, you had that kid in the car and you just said, screw that. Let's act a fucking fool in public. And I want y'all to look at some of these pictures. They could have taken out the entire side of a whole building. That's how fast they were going. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find the picture of the car that she destroyed. Y'all need to see this. I might put it on the big screen so y'all can see this. Yeah, let's do that. How about we do that? Let's take a pause real quick. Let me show y'all this. Let's make this bigger. I'm gonna cover myself up for a moment. I want y'all to look at this destruction. Y'all might not be able to see it in the distance right there, but I'm gonna highlight it so some of you guys can see it. You might have to turn your phone sideways in order to see it, but I'm gonna do my best to try to highlight the other car that was torn in two pieces. Can y'all see this? That's the other car. That's one picture of the other car. Let me see if I can find y'all a slightly different viewing angle. Let me see. This is another picture right here. A little bit more of the damage. And of course, that picture right there. That should tell you all you need to know right there. A fiery death crash. Thank you. Somebody in the chat posted it. 2,000 pounds of steel at 121 miles an hour is a lot of force. That is enough force to take out a building. And by the way, if people saying I got my information and my facts wrong, people love to come to the chat and in the comment section talking about, DJ Just J, you weren't there. You don't know what you was talking about. You don't have your facts right. Well, guess what? I actually have the document from Clark County that proves everything that I'm talking about right there in that document. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at the documents that were provided about this story. Now let's keep going. The extreme speeds and driving behaviors were indicative of a speed contest between the two parents of the deceased juvenile baby, according to Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. The mother also severed the right half of the vehicle from the Hyundai. Jesus Christ. Now, according to the arrest report, the mother admitted that she had not one, but two 12-ounce White Claw hard seltzers around 4 p.m. and that she had bloodshot eyes. The officer could smell that she was emitting a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage from her person, which means she was probably drunk as shit. She couldn't do a sobriety test due to receiving medical treatment. I wish they would have found out what her blood alcohol content was. I would have loved to have heard that. She was probably drunk as shit. At one point, the father, by the name of Cameron Jones, said he told Lauren, the mother, to slow down because she had his son in the car. The mother's 1-year-old son, identified by Fox 5 as Royce Jones, age 1 year old, was sitting in a front-facing car seat on the right passenger side of her Hyundai, and he was ejected from the vehicle after the mom hit a marquee near a shopping plaza. She killed that baby boy. Wow. That baby boy that y'all see right there, that beautiful innocent soul who cannot defend himself, nor could he speak for himself, died on impact. Royce Jones suffered head trauma and was pronounced dead at the scene. His death was confirmed by a Clark County coroner investigator at around 1:10 a.m. on July 13th. So that was just a week ago, barely. According to the Las Vegas Review-Journal, a candlelit vigil, thank God for not a balloon vigil, but a candle vigil, a candlelight vigil, stopped polluting the environment. I love the fact that they thought about a candlelit vigil. Maybe people are listening to our channel. But a candlelit vigil was held for Royce Jones at Buckskin Basin Park, and there were several verbal altercations towards the end of the gathering. Wow, wow, wow. Guys, they said at the end of it, there were several verbal altercations towards the end of the gathering. They couldn't even gather in this baby's name in peace. I could say so many horrible things right now, and normally I would, but I'm going to try to mind my mouth and be mindful about what I say. That's just stupid. Cameron Hubbard-Jones, who was 23 years old, so they're both 23. The father was arrested for reckless driving for his role in the race that resulted in the death of his son. KTNV reported that he is currently being held with no bail due to prior convictions for battery resulting in substantial bodily harm. So before y'all think that that father is an innocent person and he sounded all sad in his interview, I'm going to prove to you guys that he is a thug. And hashtag, when you date thugs, you date death. He is a stupid freaking idiot. Okay? That's an AFC hashtag. That's our hashtag. Hashtag, when you date thugs, you date death. If anybody ever posts that anywhere, let them know. Give a shout out to the AFC. That's us. Okay? Now, he did not appear in court on July 16th due to medical reasons. Now, a video of them speeding has also been released, and I'll show you guys that video here in a moment. The father and the mother have a violent past with each other. The Las Vegas Journal-Review, hashtag not my words, they reported that Cameron was convicted of battery with substantial bodily harm and battery constituting domestic violence due to a violent encounter with the mother, Lauren, in 2019, just last year. It was also reported that there was a criminal complaint in December of 2018 that Cameron punched Lauren in the face. These are two violent motherfuckers. Wow. The father, Cameron, was given a suspended sentence of 12 to 34 months and received probation. Initially, Lauren Prescia was being held without bail, according to People, and was able to be arraigned on July the 14th. And just to let you guys know, I think she might have been granted the opportunity to make bail. Matter of fact, maybe she wasn't. I think the judge did not. Yeah, the judge actually denied her bail. You want to know what bail they were going to give her initially? That woman? They were going to give this woman a $50,000 bail. Now, the caveat is that the judge denied the bail, which is good. But I thought I'd throw that out there. Now, the mother has already posted bail from Clark Detention Center, and KXNT reported that she missed her court date appearance on July 16 due to medical reasons, but she had court on July 21st, which was yesterday, and the judge denied her bail. I'm pretty sure that she did not get bail. Let me go ahead and give you guys the fair use, and let's listen to the news stories. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. And as far as I know, there was no bail. or it's not bail, but GoFundMe. Sorry, I said no bail. But I do not think there was a GoFundMe. Now, here's what I want y'all to listen to. This is Cameron Jones, the biological father, the one who was beating this woman's ass, and the one who also was participating in this stupid race, this Grand Theft Auto race that these two idiots participated in. I want y'all to listen to this interview, and y'all tell me, do y'all feel sorry for this dude? Listen up. Let's get it.
He didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that.
It's pain any parent prays that they'll never have to experience. For Cameron Jones, though, that pain is now reality.
He was so perfect.
His son, 1-year-old Royce Jones, was killed in this horrific crash Sunday night along Rampart near Lake Mead. The boy's own mother, 23-year-old Lauren Prescia, was behind the wheel and caused the crash, according to police. She's also believed to have been under the influence. Cameron was on the phone with Lauren as her car sped up Rampart, asking her to slow down. They were trying to meet for a custody exchange.
At the same time, I'm telling her, look, slow down, you have my son in the car.
Police say she was traveling at 121 miles per hour. As she crossed Lake Mead, she slammed into another car. Police say the Hyundai sedan Lauren was driving hit the wall of this marquee, the impact tearing the car apart while Royce was inside. Cameron watching the crash happen right in front of him, unable to stop it.
I don't know if y'all can see that car. That is a piece of an entire vehicle. Wow, man. Just no words. But y'all tell me, do y'all feel sorry for this dude? Listen to this clip.
Seen him in his car seat. I got him out. I thought he was okay until I felt his head. Oh, then I knew.
Royce was pronounced dead at the scene. Royce's grandma, Candace Welcome, raced to the intersection, making sure Royce's...
I want y'all to listen at this father again. Do y'all tell me, do y'all believe his tears? Y'all let me know if y'all believe in Ice JJ Fish's tears. That's what we're going to call him. Let me see if I can pull this picture up. That's exactly who he looks like. Ice JJ Fish. Oh my Lord. It's something about you, girl. Oh my God. I thought this dude looked familiar. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. Oh my Lord. Oh my God, he looks just like this dude. Let me see. Let me see if I can find a good picture. Hold on. This is probably a good. No. Let me do a different one. Let me go for. Let's go for this one. Let's get Mr. Ice JJ Fish up on the screen real quick, shall we? Da, 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 da. Boom. Now tell me he don't look like Ice JJ Fish. Oh my Lord. Boy. I'm sorry, but he does. Does he not? Does he not? Am I lying? Hashtag Ice JJ Fish. Little violent ass dude. I guess his career must have went down the drain or something. Let's finish listening to what Mr. Ice JJ Fish got to say. Let's listen to this wild interview. Let's keep going.
I got him out. I thought he was okay until I felt his head. Oh, then I knew.
Royce was pronounced dead at the scene. Royce's grandma, Candace Welcome, raced to the intersection, making sure Royce's buddies from his favorite movie, Toy Story, Woody and Bullseye, would be beside him.
I had to bring his toys. I had to grab his blanket because he needed those things.
Oh my God. Why does she sound like that? I know she's grieving, but why does she sound like that? Listen at this again. Maybe I'm just being a jerk, but dog.
I had to grab his blanket because he needed those things.
Why does she sound like that?
Story, Woody and Bullseye would be beside him.
I had to bring his toys. I had to grab his blanket because he needed those things.
What? Oh my Lord. Man, look, I know the grandmother is the innocent party in this, but come on, man, don't sit there and play with me. Don't play with me. Don't act like she don't sound crazy and Ice JJ Fish don't sound crazy, right? Come on, man. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but they sound crazy.
Stealing those toys, Candace still tries to make sense of it all. Instead of anger, Cameron and Candace hope that Lauren is okay. She now sits behind bars and faces multiple charges, including DUI resulting in death.
She made a mistake and my son paid for it.
Cameron is now left with a heart full of memories of Royce, despite departing so soon. It's this infectious smile and laugh that will always keep Cameron a proud father. And much like Buzz Lightyear, that love will go to infinity and beyond.
Absolutely heartbreaking case. Lauren Prescia, the mother who was driving, was in court for her bond hearing. Let's take a look.
Where are we at with possible filing a complaint?
Your Honor, yesterday was the day the case came into the initial appearance court. We already have rushed the blood. It's going to take a couple days for us to be able to process that. I'd be asking for 5 judicial days to file a complaint. However, if we get the blood results earlier, I'm prepared to put it back on calendar immediately.
All right, so the other thing is nothing has been addressed regarding her custodial status at this particular juncture, so I need to have a Valdez Jimenez hearing. I'll hear from the state first.
Your Honor, our concerns in this case include the seriousness of the charges. It's alleged, and the defendant did admit that she consumed a quantity of alcohol before driving at approximately 121 miles an hour with her child, her 1-year-old child in the car. And this was in a 45-mile-an-hour zone. Tragically, this resulted in a collision, which resulted in the death of her child. The charges she faces are very serious. We carry a mandatory prison term. We'd be asking for some form of cash bail to guarantee her return to court. We'd also be asking for alcohol monitoring as a condition of release, no driving as a condition of release, high-level electronic monitoring as a condition of bail in the amount of $50,000.
All right.
And first, Your Honor, I would again reiterate my request for 5 judicial days to file a complaint.
All right. So, Ms. Prescia, at this particular juncture, are you able to afford to hire an attorney?
You repeat that?
Can you pay for an attorney right now?
Yeah, pay for right now.
All right, so I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office for the limited purposes of addressing your custodial status. All right, so Mr. Little, I'll hear from you.
And Your Honor, the state's argument is to assess the money bail in this case. I don't have a financial affidavit. I was inquiring whether the court does.
I don't have one right now.
Okay.
Ms. Prescia, do you work right now?
Yes.
How much do you make, either if you know what your salary is, or do you make an hourly wage?
17 an hour.
17 an hour? Do you own or rent a home here in Las Vegas?
Rent.
You rent?
Yes.
What is your rent?
$11.50 and I live with my mom, so it's $5.75.
Okay, so you share that, okay, with your mom. Do you have any other children aside from the child that's the victim in this case?
No.
Do you have any other ties to Las Vegas?
No.
So your mom.
I find that crazy, the fact that she has to get a public defender, aka public pretender. I know people don't like it when I say that, but I say a lot of stuff that people don't like me saying. But I say it because I have my reasons. And if you want to hear those reasons, just ask me. She can't afford her own private counsel, but this woman at 23 years old can afford a 2020 brand new vehicle with 0 miles on it and did not have life insurance on the kid. And the reason I know that is because they put up a GoFundMe. Yes, there was a GoFundMe. For people who do not believe, let me go ahead and show it on the screen real quick, because I'm getting tired of these deaths occurring for stupid reasons and people benefiting off of these babies. We call that hashtag babies for benefits at the AFC because we came up with it. It's hashtag babies for benefits. That's our hashtag. The grandmother put up this GoFundMe asking for $10,000 from these benevolent white folks out there that just love to donate to people who are irresponsible and don't have life insurance, right? It is irresponsible not to have life insurance. Or excuse me, it's irresponsible to not have life insurance. I said that right. $10,000. Y'all look at this. $10,000 freaking dollars. And it's just these people keep feeling sad. They keep plucking on the heartstrings. Oh my God. One person donated $1,000. Wow. One person gave $1,000, but they wrote this big old long GoFundMe message. I think it's good that they made it long, especially since they're asking for that kind of money. Start out to throw that out there. Get some life insurance. Stop asking for GoFundMe money to bury your kids. It's not what GoFundMe for. It's not supplemental life insurance. Let's keep going.
Mom lives here?
Oh, yeah, I do have family.
You have family here?
Yes.
So mom lives here. How long have you been here in Las Vegas?
I'm born and raised.
Born and raised?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Little, there's a little bit more information for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, as the court's aware, Valdez-Menez has the least intrusive means at making sure the community is safe and making sure that she appears. As my client just represented, she's a lifetime member of the Las Vegas community. Her mother lives here. As far as risk to the community, the pretrial services
They were trying to see if she could get a bond.
single point. She has no prior history of misdemeanor FTAs in front of Your Honor. So what is the least intrusive means of obtaining both her appearance and ties to community and showing up to court and risking community on something like this? I mean, obviously, the least intrusive means would be an OR. I understand the state's concern with any case like this being risked to the community with the allegations being driving the way she is with her child in the car. One easy way to make the less intrusive means happen in this case is to order no driving clause, order high-level electronic monitoring. However, $50,000 bail has nothing to do with making the community safer in this case, and it's not the least intrusive means of obtaining that objective. The least intrusive means, by definition, with some no criminal history.
I'm going to skip forward on this a little bit. A 2020 Hyundai Sonata costs $23,600 and, ooh, Addie, you are good, and weighs 3,336 pounds. Jesus Christ. That's literally a missile. A missile being launched at you. Did that baby get a chance for a lawyer? Hey, I agree. God, that's so sad. Let me skip forward just a little bit, because this first video was kind of long.
Circumstances of this case. In the specific findings that I make, it's the fact that you are alleged to be driving a motor vehicle at an excessive rate of speed of 121 miles an hour with your infant child in the car. The fact that you would do that with your infant child in the car gives this court very grave concerns as to the safety of the community, because the rest of the public is not immediately related to you by blood. And if you would do this with an infant in the car, that causes the court concerns regarding public safety. Mr. Little, I do agree that she's got minimal criminal history, and that the facts of her ability to return suggest that she would return to court, but I do have extreme concerns about the safety of the community. So for these reasons, bail will be set at this juncture at $50,000 with the added condition of high-level electronic monitoring, the added condition of alcohol monitoring. Should she bail out, should she be on high-level electronic monitoring, she would also be subject to a no driving clause at all. She would be able to go to work, to any medical appointments. Since she's got a family member living with her, she would not need to be able to go to any form of grocery store.
$50,000 is the bond, and that is a case, of course, we'll continue to track for you here on Court.
I just want to mourn the loss of my baby. That's it. That's all I'm worried about.
Let me pause this real quick. Again, they said $50,000 bond, but I think the judge ended up denying that, if I'm not mistaken. The biological father looks like Ice JJ Fish. Yes, he does. It's absolutely striking how much they resemble each other. But let me give you guys my closing thoughts. This mother, Lauren Prescia, the GTA mom who thought this was a freaking video game that she was playing in when she decided to drive at 121 miles an hour inside of a residential area that was only 40 miles an hour as far as the speed limit, for whatever stupid reason and purpose, in her brand new 2020 car that she probably had to have insurance on, that she lived with her mother at this house that she lived in, but didn't have something as simple as life insurance on her baby. That's very simple. It seems like we prioritize wrong in life. You should not be having babies if you can't afford life insurance. Let's go in order and prioritize correctly, because just as sure as you will live, you will die, and everybody has to have life insurance. I'm going to continue to keep saying that. Also, I appreciate the random acts of kindness of the people to come and share the memory of this baby who could not speak for himself, nor could he defend himself against the tyranny of both of his parents. They came out to come show some love and respect, but do it with candles, bears, things that could be easily cleaned up and picked up or even moved or whatever it is, but stop just releasing balloons inside the environment and just making trash all over the United States of America. It's just dumb. Now, with her being drunk as well, she probably has a drinking issue. You guys know that alcoholism is a disease. It's a disease that people need help for. So, but as a responsible adult, you should know not to get behind the wheel if you've been drinking and driving, especially when you have your kid. There was so much more that could have been done. It wasn't worth your child's life. The only person that died in this story was the child. It wasn't the mom. It wasn't even the other person in the other car that got hit. It wasn't even the dad in this case. It wasn't the grandma. The only person that lost their life was the person who depended on dad making good choices and mom making good choices. They seem to be violent individuals. They seem to be individuals that have some issues with drinking, possibly drugs, and definitely have a rap sheet and a history that is not conducive to being parents. Don't blame it on their age. Don't blame it on their race. Blame it on their irresponsibility. By the way, do not get mad at my words about what I said about these stories. Get mad about people failing these children. That's all I ask for you guys to do. All right? And I really, really truly hope that more people will take these videos and just learn something from it and be better parents in their own kids' lives. Please kiss your children, love your children, raise your children. Do not raise a hand to your children. Do not hit them. There's no reason to beat and spank your kids. Love them. They are sponges. And all we have to do is put knowledge and love and understanding and respect into these children. Respect your children, and respect will reciprocate. Some of you guys might have been raised in a way that you thought the kids should respect the parents. No. Parents should respect the kids. Respect will reciprocate. It will come back to you. I respect my daughter. That's why she respects me. I respect my parents. That's why they respect me. My parents respect me. That's why I respect them. That's the way it works. That is so sad that wherever she was going, there was no place on God's green earth that she needed to go that freaking fast at all. This is an absolute shame, and I'm glad that the other person that was impacted in this story survived, because they weren't doing anything wrong. They were following the law and got hit because this woman made a stupid choice that cost her beautiful baby boy his life for no reason. We need to care more about these babies more than we care about grown adults. These babies need us. They cannot speak for themselves, nor can they defend themselves against the tyranny of their caretakers. And this just proves again what I've been talking about for the past 3 years. May God rest this baby's soul. Royce Jones, age 1 year old, deserved to grow up and become something great, and he was robbed of that opportunity. R.I.P. Young King, R.I.P. To the mother and dad, I hope you get your issue, and I hope the courts get your issue. Make them suffer, throw the book at their asses. This is your boy DJ Just J. We're the AFC. The AFC means we advocate for children first. From my heart to yours, I love you guys. Y'all have a great night. We'll be here on the next story until this shit stops. We'll see you guys on the next stream. Peace.